my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name's Rhonda, better known as HotmessmommaMD, and on today's video we're doing this look right here with the brand new Ccolor Cosmetics Birthday Blast palette. Now the inside of the palette looks like this, and yes my friends, it is a dupe for the Kylie Cosmetics birthday palette that was like $60-some when it released, I believe like fall of last year, August of last year. Later in the video I will have a side-by-side to show you guys how it looks, but this is a full review, not a first impression. If you are interested to see how I created this look, make sure to stay tuned. But before we get into the video guys, if you guys would, please make sure to give me a big thumbs up. Feel free to share this video and share my channel to help others save money out there. You guys know I am all about saving that money, and finding good quality products in the process of saving that money. So anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay guys, so here are all 21 swatches of every single one of these shadows in the Ccolor Cosmetics Birthday Blast palette right here. I love the sparkle, guys. Anyways, as you guys know, this is a dupe for the Kylie Cosmetics birthday palette that she released. I believe it was towards the end of last year. But this is how they swatch. Of course, we're going to go ahead and get into the application process. Okay guys, so you guys saw the swatches. This is what it looks like. I am going to try and have the actual palette like scrolling over here so you guys can see. Again, this is a dupe for the Kylie Cosmetics. This was her birthday palette. And a little bit about this palette. The first ingredient is talc, next is mica. I know a lot of people are curious whether or not there is carmine in it, etc. There is carmine in it, and there is red number 28. The reason I wanted to kind of mention that is I'm not 100% sure. I know my lights are kind of drowning out this shade right here, this pink shade, but it is a very bold, bright, pigmented pink. And I kind of feel like it's probably going to be very, very similar to the Dupe 2 palette where that pink is very, very bold. Now, is that common? Yes. Is it something to be worried about? For me personally, no. It does say in here it is a pressed powder palette. So one of those things, you know, is you just kind of have to like weigh it out. Like make sure to use some primer, and when you remove it, it's not going to come off with like just a little makeup wipe. I use the Clinique Take the Day Off balm, so if I don't use the balm, then yeah, it kind of has a bit of a staining you know, look to it where they're a little bit pinker. But like I said, I just use the Clinique Take the Day Off balm or the Clinique eye makeup remover. You can also use a coconut oil and that will remove it, no problem, no issue. But I didn't know that when I was reviewing the Dupe 2 palette. But as I continue to play around with it and that pink shade, I did have a little bit of staining. But again, if you just use the proper cleanser to remove it, it's fine. It doesn't like last for days on end. So just going ahead and letting you guys know about that. It is in the standard type of cardboard packaging. It does have an expiration of 12 months and it says it is cruelty free. Now this palette does retail at ccolorcosmetics.com for $14.50. Of course, with the coupon code HOTMESS10, you can save 10% off and you can get this palette for $13.05. So now that we've gone ahead and, you know, chit-chatted about it and all that good stuff, I am in work gear. I'm getting ready to run out the door. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in. We're going to go ahead and do a little look. Oh, and by the way, this is a 21 pan palette. I want to go ahead and tell you guys, net weight is 26.3 grams and 0.92 ounces for each little thing. And again, on the back, all of the ingredients. So now that I've got that, I'm going to go ahead, zoom you guys in, and we'll go ahead and get into a look. I'm not going to go crazy, guys, because like I said, I'm getting ready to go, you know, walk out the door for work. I've got to meet my boss, so I can't be all wild and crazy. So anyways, zooming you guys in, we're going to go ahead and get this going. I'm gonna go ahead. You guys know I pretty much keep it simple as far as brushes go. I will try and tell you guys each brush that I'm using. I am gonna go ahead and start off with an Alter Ego brush. This was one of their free brushes that came in when you purchased the Temptress palette. I will try and remember to link that video down below for you guys because that palette is amazing. So we're going to go ahead and start off with this. I do not have primer on my eyes. I just have concealer, which of course is my Bare Minerals Bare Skin Concealer. And I'm just going to go ahead ahead and apply this on my lid like so. Because I have mature lids, if you are new to my channel, you will see that I do more of a dabbing motion before I start the sweeping. Only because if I go right into a sweeping motion, I tend to kind of skip. But I am 40, so here's a little tip for you guys if you have mature lids. Just a little disclaimer, my camera is pretty much an antique and it's moody, so I probably will be in and out of focus. Just letting you guys know, I know it's happening, I just can't always get to it in time. So, moving along with a Morphe M576 fluffy brush, I am going to go in with, sticking with this top, I think I'm going to have to stick with more warm shades in here. We're going to go in with this shade right here. And just kind of really lightly sweeping and then patting. Okay guys, so next I want to go in with, oh, I know this is probably bad, but it's just so pretty. It's calling my name. I'm just going to try and incorporate it just a little bit. By the way, I know I'm not doing a big talk through when I'm applying these. Like I said, I'm getting ready to run out the door for work, so I still wanted to be able to get this video up for you guys. So please bear with me if I'm kind of like fast forwarding through this and not explaining, but I'm doing my best, guys. So I did switch my brush to an M411 because I'm going to just kind of put this more so in the crease part, I guess you could call it. Oh, that's definitely pinkier than I thought, but it's so pretty. Oh, that's really pretty. So I do want to deepen it up a little bit, so I am going to move down to this shade right here. Really focus that more so on the outer corner, and then you guys know the drill. I move in with some sort of shimmer. Okay, so next as far as shimmer goes, I really want a pop-in kind of shimmer, but I always struggle. Okay, because of my work attire, I'm going to go with this shade, and then I'm going to put this one more so in the inner corner. So let's go ahead and start with this one, of course using our finger like always, and building that up in the middle. Now I will tell you guys, this particular shade does not feel very creamy. I feel like I definitely have to do a lot of digging, and I look like I'm hard panning it. Let me scrape it a little bit. Alright, there we go. I scraped it and I was able to pick up a little bit more. Now that seems to kind of be the norm. The more I played with the Juicy palette, I feel like their gold shade, I always seem to hard pan. Happened in the Dupe palette as well. But it's always more of these coppery golden shimmers. I don't know why. I do not know why, but yeah, I'm hard panning it. So I'm definitely kind of having to scrape that. And once I scrape it, kind of like e.l.f., some of their shimmers, some of their highlighters, if you scrape that little coating off, you can get down in there much better. So actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in next with this shade, if I didn't already say. Okay, not a lot of pay up. I'm going to scrape this one as well. There we go. So yeah, there must be some sort of coating on there or something. I don't know. Because once I scrape it, I can really pick up a lot more. And then I am going to add just a smidge of this one in between both. Like so. Okay, so I'm going to go in with this black shade and a flat brush. And I'm just going to stamp close to my lash line. If you guys are new to my channel, the reason I do this is it helps to give the appearance that my lashes are a little bit thicker than they actually are. So now I'm going to go ahead and jump off, add my liner and my mascara, and I'll be right back to give you guys my final thoughts. Hey guys, so I'm back with my liner and my mascara. As always, everything will be linked and listed down below for you guys. Those links are what's called magic links, so if you happen to shop through those magic links, I will earn just a tiny like pennies A little bit of commission, but you know, every bit helps. Now, let's go ahead and talk about this palette. Like I said, after you use the coupon code, you get it for $13 and change. I definitely feel like it is 100% worth that $13 and change, guys. And anything over $9.99 is free shipping and handling, as well as you do receive some free brushes. You do get a good size mirror, which you did see me use in this video. As far as this shade and this shade goes, and a little bit of this one, actually no, not so much this one, but definitely these two, I do find to hard pan. I went ahead and I did want to show you guys that I just did a video on this juicy one, and the more I play with it, the more this shade starts to hard pan in it as well. Now these are like crazy affordable palettes, guys, so you know, if I have one or two shades in here, like by the way, this will be like $8 and I think 55 cents. If I have like one or two shimmers in there that kind of do that, I'm okay with it because I'm the type that I prefer mattes. The same issue I had in the Dupe palette with this golden shade. So it must be something in their formula or something that they spray on here that it just kind of coats it, and if you scrape through that, you can still get a payoff on it. They still last all day long. I mean, I wouldn't be wearing these shadows or these palettes if they didn't last on me. So but I do want to mention these things to you guys. I would feel bad if I weren't like, oh, by the way, I had an issue with hard pan. Like, that's not right. You know, I want to tell you guys. So like I said, for whatever reason, I guess there's something that they use in some of their shimmers that just kind of causes that. But like I said, just scrape it off and you can get to it. For $13 and change though, I think overall, because the mattes are so amazing and you get great quality, I don't find it to be, because some of these hard panned on me, like the end of the world. If you are used to like creamier shimmers, that may bother you, but I think overall, this is a very good quality palette. Same with the other ones. You guys know I've been obsessed with the Dupe palette since it released. It is a dupe for the Nudie Patootie palette, and I told you guys I thought this was a great palette as well, but I did want to come back and let you guys know that the more I played with that shimmer shade, the more it did start to hard pan. Like I said, it's just something that I wanted to tell you guys. There is like a tiny itty bitty amount of kick up. It's not one of those ones that it's so super soft that you get fluff everywhere and it's all over your face. You guys know that I always do my face first, and I didn't have any fallout or anything with the colors that I wore. This was not a first impression. I have been playing around with it. I've been really happy with it, but like I said, this bright pink, you guys know me with bright colors. It's just not my jam. So I can't say that I've applied this to my lids, and it, you know, I can't tell you anything about that. But for all of the colors, which of course is more of the neutral friendly colors, I can tell you they've been absolutely amazing, and I feel like definitely worth the price. Okay guys, so I have to hurry up and get out the door, so that's going to be all for today's video. I may just go ahead and try and pop in like at end of the day side by side for you guys, so you at least can see how well these shadows do wear. If you've been purchasing Ccolor cosmetic palettes for a while, you know longevity is definitely there. They're great for building up. I don't have a bunch of kick up. I don't have a lot of fallout, if any at all. It's just really good quality. There's just some hits and misses in there as far as specific shades go, but again, it's not the end of the world. You have to look at it as, at least I look at it as, these are crazy affordable palettes. I don't want to spend $60 some on the high-end palette for this. So if I get one or two shades in there that's a miss, then I'm okay with that. Be watching, because I have been loving on this one. This is the Frost palette, and you guys requested this one. That video is coming. Just a little side note, they were kind enough to send me a whole box of palettes, so there will be a lot of Ccolor Cosmetics reviews coming. I hope you guys will stick around and subscribe, because these are really good affordable palettes, guys. So anyways, that's going to be all for today's video. I do want to make sure to give a notification shout out. If you want to be a part of my notification squad, it's really easy. All you have to do is make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, click that notification bell 2 times, and then leave me a nice little comment down below. Anything, hashtag notification squad, hashtag team hot mess, whatever it may be, for a chance at a shout out in a future video. Today's notification squad shout outs do go to Tracy Just Me, Kenya Hicks 60, Abby Key, and Pink Sinful. Oh my gosh, your comment cracked me up. I pulled the notification squad comments out of the video Haley and I did where we were actually showing you guys. I thought we were live and I clicked the wrong button. It went up, but it wasn't live like I thought. And Haley and I had actually switched spots and she said, y'all switched places. Not sure how I feel about it. I love Ccolor Cosmetics because of you. Thank you so much, Pink Sinful. I greatly appreciate it. Anyways, y'all, that's all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it enough to click that thumbs up button. If you did not, well, you know, there's a thumbs down button. You gotta do what you gotta do. Make sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Don't forget to check Haley's channel out, as well as my second channel, Hotmess Mama Vlogs. And until next time, my friends, as always, I hope you all have a wonderful, beautiful, and blessed day. Kisses from Kentucky. Bye.